Hi, Trump. How are you? Did you go to church today? I did too. I made it to church. I was late, but I was able to sit with the Relief Society for a couple minutes. Um, you know that guy I told you about, Smith? He was there in the 12 p.m. service. So that's where I saw him. I took some picture, and the lady that was teaching today, um, they teaching wrong document, and they were well, the lady that introduced that did the opening in the Relief Society. She was so rude because I was asking the question, and I wanted to ask who's the name of the they show on TV, and where they from, and what do they do, what do they talk about. She was not happy. She was trying to ignore me. Yeah, because they just teach and show TV and wrong document and misleading everyone at church. So I was just trying to correct them. And I shared a little bit about he used to be the Oakland. He's from Oakland. I just love that guy. It's Elder Bennett or something. Small little dude. And he's from the Bay Area, from Oakland. So, and he was the president when I used to like going to the temple, but I don't like going to the temple anymore. I like my temple outside. You know, my body's a temple, so I just take my temple outside and shine outside to the sun. That's my temple. So anyway, church was nice today. I ran into the 27th Ward Bishop. He's a very kind man and he respect very respectful too. And I feel safe when I talk to him, and I appreciate him today. He was my guardian angel. Also, I was I was leaving the chapel, and I was the primary or the nursery class was open, and there was the older man there, and there was this lady in there, and she scares me. So I was just like concerned about the kids, the babies, and I turned around. I was gonna go back and ask where's she from. She kind of looked like she has skinny face, white girl, and she looks like a transection. You know how boys are born boys, but then they turn into girls. Yeah, I think she looked like that, and I was gonna go and just get familiar with her because I'm concerned about the nursery kids, because a lot of bad shit happened to the kids when I was in church in here, and I used to take my kids there, and I trusted them with my kids, but I don't have any more babies. If I have to do it all over again, I would never, ever, ever trust any church, group, organization to leave my kids in the nursery or even in primary. I will go sit with my kids and listen to what they teach my kids. But if I have to do it all over again, even in the young woman and the young man, and even when they go to camping and stuff, I will never ever trust anyone, any church, any school organization. I remember in California, even here, I used to go with my kids to field trip and everything, and even in nursery. But over here, I trust a lot of people, and they hurt my kids. They even hurt me, and they even hurt my friends' children, because, they're good looking, talented. So I would never, ever, ever trust any organization, even in school and daycare, in nursery. I would never do that ever again. I And the only people I trust would be just me. That's it. Just me. That's why I always took care of my kids in California. It was just me. And then that was it. I never left them with anyone, but it was at church. I'm my husband, but my husband he was probably taken away in California. When he went to Australia, they hurt him and they brought in another guy, and that's when the beating got so bad. I think they trade him because he went to see a guy in jail. He was a murderer. He killed someone, so I think they killed him and brought that guy to the USA, and his mom, or they're probably all into it. They all of them. Quando Irimia. And he did have a cousin that played for All Black. Not Ipali. He played for the All Blacks, and they won the champion. And he don't look the same anymore. He doesn't look like him. Let me see if I can remember the name. He was a All Black, and his name was I think it was Ipali Irimia, or he was at Irimia, and they won the championship for the All Black back when we used to live in California. And he was like talking about him to some people here, I think, because he's proud of his family. And nobody knew who he was, and I didn't. Why are you bragging about your dumb cousin? You don't even know him. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up, but let me see. I think my kids, they went to Australia twice. My husband didn't go with them. I remember now. My girls and Reggie and Ashley and Angela and Aaron, her husband, and her kids, and my mother-in-law, and Jimmy, when we lived here, they went to Australia for someone's wedding. And I think that's when everything, they did something illegal, shady shit. They're fuckers. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna share.